This is the most brutal episode of the cruelest reality TV show ever made.
The only thing I worry about slightly is that the roof is leaking at the moment.
So I don't think that's sort of really an issue.
Why are you laughing?
You look amazing. So you want to show off some of her features then?
It's not even a dress, it's just me.
Well, she hasn't got a choice because that's the situation I've left her in.
Oh, you gorgeous donut. Imagine your fiancé has been put in charge of planning your wedding day. However, they ignore every little thing that you've told them about how you want your dream day to go, and instead, they make it the worst day of your life. Well, that happened in the worst episode of the show, Don't Tell the Bride, which aired the cruelest wedding in TV history. For the people that have never seen this show before, Don't Tell the Bride is a British reality TV series in which the groom gets full control of planning the wedding, from the venue to the wedding dress to the overall theme, all the way down to the transport that the bride will take to the venue on the special day. Every intricate detail is handled by the groom and under their authority. And the worst part about it is the bride isn't allowed to know a single thing until she actually arrives at the venue on a big day. It's mental. Now, I know some people will be watching this and thinking, okay, this sounds like a fun little social experiment. Well, not the episode we're breaking down today, as Adam and Bianca's wedding isn't just some fun reality TV gone wrong. It is public humiliation to the nation. And that is before we actually get on to what happened after the wedding day when the cameras turned off. Trust me, you are not ready for what is about to go down in this episode and the update I'm going to give you at the end of this video on what happened after. Let's just get into this. So the episode begins with us learning a little bit more about Adam and Bianca. Adam is 33 and Bianca's 23, and they met 2 years ago on Tinder. How will the great one start?
Adam was on Tinder all the time.
You plant 100 seeds, one of them's going to grow. That's the way I see it.
I was obviously a bit more selective.
Wait, how do you know that he was on Tinder all the time? Like, when you were going round to his, was he still swiping? I've heard horror stories like that. You know, when you're, like, not really with someone, you're just kind of in a thing, and they're on Tinder literally whilst you're there. Like, how do you stand for that, love? Is this what was happening?
I was attracted instantly because he had like the rugby photo, the action shot.
She looked like she squatted, so she had a nice bum.
You know, she was like, yeah, I just like his overall appearance, the ruggedness of him. I just thought, you know, oh, yeah, that's the guy for me. Oh, well, she just had like a cracking bum, honestly. I was like, she definitely does 100 squats a day. That is my woman. Is that the only reason why you picked her? Because she looks like she does squats? What happens if she doesn't do squats? I guess, is that just natural talent? Does that make things better or worse? I have no idea. This is definitely true love if I've ever seen it. Adam says that he first realised his feelings for Bianca were really special when she was going travelling a couple of weeks after they started speaking, and he realised like he just had to be with her. Apparently he instantly really missed her, like, and if that's happening after a couple of weeks, that definitely is feelings like developing. Adam actually said he was in love with her at that point, so this obviously snowballed pretty quickly, and after this he actually quit his job and dropped everything in his life and joined Bianca on her travels abroad, which is crazy. And shortly after joining up with her, he actually proposed to her.
Making a heart out of rose petals.
That's something that I wouldn't expect Adam to be capable of.
Okay. This right here gives me a little bit of confidence that Adam is going to be good with the wedding. Like, the fact he's, you know, set up all the rose petals, he's even got our flowers, he's made it dead aesthetic. Surely he can translate this into, you know, planning a wedding. Surely.
Probably I did have quite a bit of help from the Thai ladies. I obviously spelt it right, so I think that's the main thing.
Okay. I mean, not all hope is lost. So what if, you know, it was the Thai lady's ideas? So what if they planned it all, right? He was the one who spelt it. That's the main thing. You can't do anything without the right spelling. Still got the faith, Adam. Also, it would be pretty embarrassing if you were getting, you know, the Thai ladies to spell marry me, considering that is their second language probably, and, you know, English is your first. Don't know if you can really take credit for that one. And then shortly after this, Bianca actually fell pregnant, and when she's talking about this, just the look on Adam's face, a little bit odd in my opinion.
And lo and behold, actually, I was pregnant.
Why does he look traumatized? He's like... like, usually, you know, they'll be like, oh, yeah. not Adam. Now, you might be thinking, like, I'm overthinking that look, but when we talk about the update at the end of this video, you're going to realise why I've brought this up right now. Be ready. That's all I'm saying. And now they're back from travelling. They've just bought a house. Obviously, they're deep into pregnancy. And they're getting married all in the space of, like, 2 or 3 months, which is just, like, they're accelerating the process. It's pretty stressful. Doing only one of those things by itself is enough to put your stress levels to Jupiter. Also, having your wedding in front of the nation and also just making your fiance plan it all without you knowing anything. Like, how is this woman handling all of this stress? Also, the guy, to be fair. I know some people might be watching going, what is the point of coming on the show now? Like, surely you'd get the pregnancy out of the way and, you know, like, just kind of move into your house first. However, I believe the opportunity was kind of provided to them just, like, abruptly, and, like, they had to take it, otherwise it would be gone. The show also gives them a £12,000 to £14,000 budget, so you basically get your wedding paid for you. So, you know, if money is tight and you want someone to pay for your wedding, this is the perfect kind of avenue to do that. You just have to hope that you trust your partner enough that they will get it right. And Bianca definitely does trust Adam. She tells us her dream idea of a wedding that she knows that Adam will be able to deliver.
My ideal wedding would just be a glamorous, classical day. I don't want a theme, no jokey, gimmicky things, just very elegant.
Well, I'm going to tell you now, love, that won't fucking happen. Not a single chance. Because if you've been accepted to come on this show, chances are it's because the producers have looked at what your boyfriend's idea is and they've went, that will be cracking content. Let's sink the budget into this. The producers aren't going to get you on to be like, oh, that'll be a really good wedding. Should we just pay for that? Because everyone will be really happy. They're not going to do that. Never in Don't Tell the Bride history have I ever seen them just be nice for the sake of it. And it does beg the question, like, this is the episode 1 of the 5th season of this show. Surely by this point, if you're accepted on the show, you know it's not going to end well. Like, surely you know this. Now, obviously, Adam's plan for the wedding is totally different, but I didn't expect it to be, like, totally opposite of what she wants. It's basically all based around fate.
Fate has played a huge part in my life. If Bianca and I hadn't both swiped right.
She did say, and I quote, she doesn't want it related to anything they've done before, and literally the first thing he says is something they've done before. This is gonna go well.
If Bianca and I hadn't both swiped right, I wouldn't be engaged.
So what I'm thinking is, I'm gonna do like a Tinder in real life, like a Sidemen video. I'm gonna reject 100 girls, and she'll be the last one I actually swipe right on. No one nick that idea, please. I'm going to use that for my wedding with Chloe. I will know if you do it first.
I will come up with various options, and Bianca will unknowingly choose her own wedding.
What? Why would you leave this to chance? For what reason, sir? This'll not end well for either of you. What is this, like Ant and Dec's Red or Black? I feel like I'm watching Bandersnatch. Why don't you just let the audience do it and we do like a live episode? Now you might be thinking the same as me. This is a pretty stupid idea. But Adam is doing this because he believes that it gives him a secret trick up his sleeve.
It gives me sort of a get-out clause, because ultimately, if the day doesn't work out, then it's Bianca's fault.
Is it? Is it really, though? Oh, well, you picked the envelope, love, so you've only got yourself to blame there. I know it was anonymous, but who picked it? Yeah. How about, like, just delivering, you know, a wedding that she'd actually enjoy, rather than kind of planning for, you know, the inevitable demise of it? You can't use that as, like, an Uno reverse trick. Like, if she says, oh, I hate this wedding, you're just going to pull the card out and kind of show her and be like, love, this is literally exactly what you wanted. You picked this shit. It's actually a little bit evil and manipulative in a way, because he will just blame her if she doesn't like it. Like, he's not going to take any responsibility for this, I believe. And it is sad to hear him say this, because Bianca keeps reiterating that she believes that Adam is going to deliver her perfect wedding. The only way that I'm with this is that if he can lose in some way. So, like, if in 2 envelopes it's, I'll wear some sexy pants on the nighttime, or I get my dick chopped off. Right? Like, you know, there's got to be kind of a little bit of give and take here, Adam. You have to suffer somewhere along the process if Bianca's going to. The one thing I will say is you can definitely tell that these two, like, absolutely adore each other at this point. Because when they have to leave each other for the last time for 3 weeks while Adam is planning the wedding, they're, like, completely distraught that they're not going to be in each other's presence. And also, right before she's about to leave, something else is added into the storyline. Because Adam basically says to her the next time they meet, she could have a child child with her, which, by the way, is his child. So these are basically sacrificing the chance of Adam seeing the birth just so someone can pay for their wedding. It's kind of wild. Like, the risk and the reward that these two people have. These two people have balls of steel, or just pure stupidity. But we'll go with the balls of steel and be positive.
Be flatter when you see me next as well.
With the boy. I'll see you both on the wedding day.
That would be wild, by the way, if she literally walked down the aisle with the baby. That would be incredible. That would be like a double surprise. Honestly, I feel like, you know, Don't Tell the Bride don't deserve to have that as content. That's just pure gold. Now, for the next 3 weeks, Bianca is going to be staying at her parents' house with her parents and her brother. And whilst Bianca's moved out of their home, Adam's brother has actually travelled 200 miles to stay with him for the next 3 weeks, as he is also his best man, so he's going to help him plan the wedding. And then the show progresses to the first morning of Adam and his brother at the gym, talking about various ideas for the wedding.
We're going to come up with a couple of options, basically symbolising left and right.
This is like such alpha male energy, like discussing how you're going to plan the wedding, whilst you simultaneously stare into each other's eyes doing bicep curls. Nothing could be more alpha than this.
Me and Bianca fell in love through travel, maybe getting married on a plane. And the other option, I was a prison officer, so we'll look at getting married in a prison.
But that's for you. That has nothing to do with Bianca. That's just a part of your life before you met Bianca. So, like, it means nothing really to her, even though it means a lot to you. That's like me planning a wedding for Chloe and going, oh, Chloe, I actually think that, you know, we're going to get married in a physiotherapist clinic because that was what I wanted to do before I met you. So basically, that's going to be our perfect day. You're going to walk down the aisle with acupuncture needles in your back. I just think that'll be really fun. Just kind of like a curveball of the whole day. Also, like the second idea of getting married on a plane. Like, where's the space? How is anyone going to walk down the aisle? It's like all single file. Also, what happens if someone has a shit in the toilet? That's going to ruin the whole day. Knock the ambience off. Now, straight away, Adam's brother is kind of saying to him, look, that isn't the best idea.
Is that the good or bad option? I think they're both supposed to be good, mate. So you're supposed to be telling me they're both good.
Now, already this worries us because it's almost like Adam doesn't want a discussion here. He just wants someone to say yes to all his ideas. He got a little bit ratty there. He was like, well, why aren't you just saying yes to us? It's like, well, should he? Is that what you want? Just a follower? You don't want someone that's actually going to challenge you on these idiotic ideas? Adam and his brother then go home to write the first of the envelope choices that Bianca is later going to pick when Adam's brother delivers it to her house.
So this left one needs to be a prison. So this one needs to be the plane.
Bloody hell. Oh, give her a chance, man. The only two options are in a plane or in a prison. That's like choosing between two men to steal your wife. You can't win in this scenario. You've got to give her a chance to win. You can tell on his brother's face, he's like, I've travelled 200 miles for this, and honestly, I wish I didn't.
Adam wants to hold a Thai beach party reception.
First time meeting her.
First time meeting her, you're just going to be...
Pleased to meet you.
You're just going to keep quiet.
Okay, there's like so much to go through. So, he also wants to have the reception based on like Thailand. Now, I kind of get it because obviously it means something to them. It's where he proposed to her. But I don't really get it, honestly. I just don't feel like you can bring Thailand to the UK. I just feel like with Adam, he's not going to do a good job of it. I don't even know how you would do a good job of that, but I feel like he's going to half-arse it. Also, this is the first time that his brother's actually meeting Bianca and he's not allowed to really say anything to her. That is just going to be the most awkward interaction ever. This is just cursed from the start.
What
Yeah,
are you
good.
doing here?
I've got a little surprise.
Okay, do you want to sit down? I think I need to sit down for this. Because
Sit down.
Do you know, they say first impressions are everything. This is her first impression of him. This is not fair. Her first impression of him is him basically ruining her life without her really knowing.
So we swipe right, so
Yeah, okay, go
I'm
right.
going to go right.
Go for it.
Nice to meet you, okay?
Oh, don't.
I'll see you soon.
Oh, God. See, I don't even know which one's better, because at least in a prison, right, like everyone's got their room sorted, okay? And there's just more space. In a plane, it's just like, you know, you've got no room for anything. Like everyone has to like barge past each other. It's just not going to be fun at all. And is the plane going to take off or is it just going to stay on the ground? Honestly, I would rather get married in the prison. Please let me know which one you would rather if these were somehow the only two options in your life. I feel like I'm choosing the prison.
Oh, And if it's wrong, it's all on me. If he's made me choose something bad or chosen something I don't like, then he's going to say that I chose it anyway.
Now, it is interesting that she says this, because I wonder, like, in their everyday life, if he kind of does blame everything on her, because if her first thought is, oh, he's going to blame it on me, chances are that is probably the case. I know I'm assuming things here, but it is funny how she, in my opinion, is already being more thoughtful than what Adam is. The fact that Adam even, you know, put the prison cell as an opportunity for the venue is just him being selfish. Like, she was saying, oh, well, we'll swipe right, so, you know, I'll choose right. Like, she's instantly thinking of the both of them. I guess he kind of has with the plane thing, but I mean, it doesn't, you know, you get on a plane all the time. I don't think getting on a plane really emphasizes your love for each other. Adam's brother then reports back to Adam, and Adam is buzzing with Bianca's choice.
Which one did you pick?
Get it right on there.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Yes! We're doing the plane, yeah?
Doing the plane,
We're doing
yeah.
the plane. Awesome, right.
Fucking joke, right? That's not. Sorry, this is all a joke, right? We're just gonna choose like an actual nice venue. A fucking plane! Or like just a Ryanair or something, or EasyJet. I hope someone gets the extra leg room. You better reserve your bagger and mash before the day. What? On a plane! They then both head straight to the airport to tour a possible venue. And meanwhile, Bianca and her mum are touring like her dream destinations for her wedding venue, and I already feel so sorry for her because it's gonna be nothing like that. And the worst thing about it, and also the best thing about it because of, you know, from a content perspective, is the show keeps cutting between the both of them to show how contrasting their opinions of how the day is gonna be is.
I love this already. I love the big windows. And
Well, chances are, love, right, if you're early enough to your own wedding, you'll get a seat with a window. Okay, just saying. Not trying to spoil you too much.
See, like, I can stand up, so that was my biggest concern.
Your biggest concern for your wedding venue was the height of it? We're really scraping the barrel here, son. What, you thought everyone was going to have to crouch? Like we're all hobbits in Middle-earth? Just going into a... Oh, there we go. There they are, man, at the altar. There they are.
Your dad walking it down the aisle.
It might just have to be Bianca just walking down the aisle.
I mean, it is an aisle, I'll give him that. But you can't make her walk down the aisle by herself. Like, she clearly wants her dad to walk her down the aisle. You can't strip her of that. That is one of the greatest things. If someone has the opportunity to walk down the aisle with, you know, one of their parents, that is so important. She's already going to be embarrassed enough having to, you know, get married on a plane, and the fact that she has to walk down the aisle by herself is going to just amplify that. And also, her dad's going to hate you for the rest of your life.
like even just the ribbon around the, you know, the jars.
He wouldn't get the finer detail, no way.
You wouldn't get it.
Hold on, love. That man is going to get nuts and water for everyone complimentary. Okay, he's going to make sure there's no turbulence on board. And also, there'll be people walking down the aisle offering you alcohol and possibly some snacks twice on your journey. I'd call them intricate details.
So is being 17,000 feet in the air going to make her happy?
No, she hasn't got a choice because that's the situation I've left her in.
Wait, so let me get this right, Adam. So she's the one making the choices, but you're saying she doesn't have a choice. So therefore the responsibility is with you, not with her, like you keep saying it is. So which one is it? Because you can't have your cake and eat it, sir. Also, I totally forgot about that. If this plane is going to take off, which we're going to find out later in this video, that's going to be stressful for her, just being pregnant and, you know, being at altitude and everything like that. Like, she's not going to want that on her wedding day. And also, I've just remembered, she's not going to be able to drink, obviously, because she's pregnant. So everyone else is going to be pissed but her. That is not going to be enjoyable on this plane. At this point, I'm just so nervous to see her reaction, and I hope that she doesn't get too stressed out on the big day. I guess we'll find out. But Adam is even more chuffed when he talks to the person in charge of the pricing of this venue, and they've agreed to knock the price down from 7,000 all the way to 5,000, so he believes that he's got a bargain. I mean, I don't even think I would pay 1,000 for this. Until it's 3 figures, I wouldn't be happy. Fucking 5,000 to get married in a plane, man. What's the world coming to? To be fair, that is probably like the final price on a Ryanair flight once, you know, you've added your baggage and paid for your seat and all the other little deals they hide from you.
That's £2,000 back into the budget now. You know, we can start to think of bigger things now.
Bigger things? What's bigger than get married on a plane? Are you going to take a rocket up to Saturn or something? Just do a couple of circles round it while you're doing your vows? What do you mean, bigger? Oh, it's class this. We've saved £2,000. No, you've lost 5. That's how you should be looking at this. Sorry to be an ash cloud over this. Hopefully there won't be an ash cloud because then you can't land. Bloody hell, man. It's just wild that on this show, a lot of the grooms kind of like make it their mission to make the day as worse as possible for the bride. This just questions to me, like, do you actually love this person? Because it seems like you don't want to make them happy. Unless you just can't see things from other people's point of views and honestly, in your heart, you believe this is the right thing to do. I honestly don't know. Bianca and Adam then tour the reception rooms they want, and Bianca's is like so magical. It's just so clean and just so nice. And Adam's is, well, not that.
As luck would have it, the boys are checking out somewhere airy too, and dirty and freezing.
Sorry, this looks like somewhere you would take to torture someone. Do you know, like in Gangs of London, the TV show, when they need information out of someone, they take them somewhere where no one can hear their screams. What is this place? It looks like a Call of Duty map. Honestly, this would be a cracking Call of Duty map. They should introduce this into the next game. Search and destroy in here. Oh, mate, that would be absolutely sick, I can't lie.
I want all my guests to be transported to Thailand. Do you think we could turn this into Thailand?
I mean, when he says Thailand, I'm imagining, you know, the beaches or, you know, just like the nature and everything like beautiful about Thailand. I don't think within your budget you're going to make this look like Thailand, my friend. Like, why would you choose something that is just the opposite of like a beach? You know? You couldn't get further away from a nice beach than where you're at now. There's literally a puddle inside. I don't even know how that happens without, you know, like a possible leak in the roof. How is there a puddle inside? The fact that this is even being contemplated for a wedding venue when the wedding is in like 10 days or something. Like, how is he actually considering this place? Honestly, if somebody just went on all fours and just took a dump in the middle of the room, it would probably brighten the place up a bit. It would give it at least something to stare at, like a staple piece.
The only thing I'd worry about slightly is that the roof is leaking at the moment.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't think that's sort of really an issue if there's the odd drip here and there.
Not an issue. If there's a slight drip, what happens if she's eating her food and the drip's right over her dinner? Right, oh, that's no issue, is it? That's no issue, love. Food's a bit dry anyway. Right, just adds a little bit of moisture to it. Easier to swallow, innit? What? Who looks at a wedding venue and goes, oh, the roof's kind of caving in, but if anything, you know, it just adds a little bit of the structure. Who hates a little bit of sunlight poking through? Not me. This man is insane. Genuinely insane. Why would you not consider, like, going to an actual beach? I'm sure there's a place where you can kind of rent out a section on the beach and, like, you know, have your reception room on the beach. That would be a lot cheaper, surely, than renting out this place and getting a gazillion of sand. I don't even know that. What the fuck's a gazillion? I don't even know anymore. I'm losing my mind. Just even if you did put sand in this place, it's not going to make a difference. It's not going to look like Thailand. Oh my god, man. This is so good. I can't wait to see if they actually do choose this place. Now, obviously, they need to save money because, you know, their budget isn't infinite. And just like this wedding venue's roof, their pockets are currently leaking. So they've decided to use the wedding dress as an avenue where they can possibly save money. And to do this, they use their anonymous letters by basically putting one as an expensive dress and one as a cheap dress. And obviously, Bianca's gonna choose which one it is, which is just kind of really harsh because, you know, like the wedding dress is arguably one of the most important things on the wedding day for, you know, the bride. Like, it's something that she'll only get one of, hopefully. And they want to feel like really beautiful and really good. Like, that's like a huge part of the day. And the fact he's going to cheap out on this just so he can buy loads of sand for this place is really sad.
Ideally, we want the least expensive.
Lads.
If we pick a decent enough shop.
Why would you want the least expensive, though? Like, you do. I totally understand from your perspective because you need to save money. But from her perspective, that's going to make her experience on the day a lot worse. So you're basically saying you don't care about her experience as long as you have enough money to do everything you want to do on this day. Class. Mint crack. He also does another, like, kind of evil tactic where he puts the least expensive dress in his brother's right hand because he knows that she's been choosing, like, swipe right to the answers of these envelopes. So he's basically playing on her, like, you know, romantic nature and, like, her, you know, emotions and stuff to pick the cheaper one, which again is kind of messing with fate. Like, the entire thing is meant to be 50-50 chance based on fate, but it's not because he's influencing every single final decision, basically. So it's not up to fate at all. And in reality, she's never given a chance in any of these envelope scenarios at all. Adam's brother then arrives at Bianca's mum's house again to make her choose between the envelopes.
Nice and simple. You've done this before.
Left.
I think they're going to think that you're going to go left.
Left or right?
Right.
Right, go.
No, don't listen to your brother. No. Oh. I really wish that she chose left there. The fact that her mum is trying to like double psych out her fiance shows like her opinion of him, that she doesn't trust him. Like surely from their perspective, they should be thinking that he wants her to pick the best option for her. Clearly not.
I'll see you soon. I'll see you soon.
Well, that's you fucked, love. Unfortunately. It's not your fault at all. It's totally Adam's fault. It's kind of sad that they're also just doing this in front of our face without her knowing. It just makes the whole thing just so awful. I know I keep saying it, but I can't stress how bad this is. It's now the beginning of week 2 and Bianca is with her mum and her friends at a wedding shop and they're basically talking about what her dream wedding dress would be. And all the dresses she's looking at are proper lush. She also says that she doesn't want anything too booby, and she also says that she really hopes that Adam remembers this one thing.
I'm a little bit worried because I'm 7 months pregnant now. My body's a little bit different than what it was before, so hopefully Adam thinks about that.
He's not gonna. He's not. I really do hope he considers that, you know, his fiancée is feeling a little bit insecure right now because obviously she's pregnant, she's heavily pregnant. The bump is going to be shown. She obviously wants to just kind of feel confident in this dress and she doesn't, in her own words, want to be exposed too much. The show then cuts to Adam and his brother looking at wedding dresses and they don't actually seem that arse about the dress. Like, they're not treating it like it's a really serious thing. They're just ordering it online. Like, they're not even going to see it in the shop.
The boys have decided to buy the dress online.
I guess you have to search for by price.
They're genuinely just going to choose the cheapest one. They're going to put price lowest and just buy that one without even looking at it. I mean, it's what Bianca chose. Okay, it's not our fault, right? If she chose the expensive one, that's what she would have got. But you had to base it all on romance about swiping right. The doofus.
You could tell me that was 700 quid and I'd believe you. They all look the same.
This is like, you're only looking at this from your perspective. Like, if I looked at wedding dresses, like, chances are I would probably think, yeah, these all look pretty similar. But to Bianca, she will know every single intricate detail about what she wants with a wedding dress. Surely, it would be better to go into the shop, talk to the person that works there, and they can find you the perfect thing for the best price. But he can't even be asked to do that. I also don't know, what is the average price of a wedding dress in the UK? Let us Google it. Okay, so apparently the average price is between 900 and 3,000, and his is 140 quid. That's what I call a bargain. You do realise that you know, saved £2,000 with the, you know, the aeroplane. Could you not put, like, you know, dedicate a little bit of that saved money towards the dress just for Bianca's sake? No.
I like this one because it's got a lower cleavage.
So you want to show off some of her features then?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something like that. What? Yeah, something like that, though. Yeah. Also, that was the one thing she said she didn't want it to be too booby, and he's chose the one where it is, you know, maximum boobage. Boobage? I mean, that's a word. If anyone wants to steal that, add that to your vocabulary. I'm going to use it from now on. Like, Chloe, honestly, your boobage today is... it's on point. Boobage. I don't even know why it's funny. How old am I? Like 4? Why, it's not even funny. Boobage. What? Can't stop saying it now. Also, like, you know, from the footage they've showed to us, he hasn't once talked about her being pregnant. Like, he hasn't even give that a thought, which is kind of worrying. Like, surely that would be the first thought on your mind. Like, would she be happy with this, knowing she's heavily pregnant with my child? It's just sad because Bianca's trying on loads of wedding dresses and she looks amazing, and you can tell at this point in the whole process she's getting really overwhelmed, obviously, because, you know, she's got the house, she's pregnant, and now I finally think it's sunk in that Adam is taking control of everything of her special day that she's probably thought about since she was, like, dead young. But also she has to take responsibility because she has accepted coming on this show. Like, it's not all Adam's fault, even though he is being terrible with it. She gave up her opportunity for the fact that her wedding would get paid for this way, and that's just the crack of it. Bianca then settles on one dress that would be her perfect dress for our wedding day, and it couldn't be more different from the one that Adam has chose. For one, it's like long, and Adam's chose a really short one. There's no boobage. Adam, maximum boobage, as we've mentioned. One thing I will say though, though, is I think Adam's brother knows how bad this wedding is actually going to be.
Maybe your fiancée is maybe a bit more important to dress up than a warehouse, actually.
But like I say,
if you're happy, I mean, if you're happy,
I'm happy she's going to make whatever she wears look amazing.
Look at this still. They both just look completely dejected. Like they know they've wasted most of the budget on shite. On absolute shite. And it's finally sinking. They both just look so unhappy. Honestly, I think it's kind of a good thing that Adam's brother lives 200 miles away, because he's probably going to need to be that far away so that Bianca can't kill him after this. One thing that is so consistent during this entire episode is Adam is relinquishing any responsibility if Bianca doesn't actually like this day.
It sort of determines how they feel on the day. But ultimately, she picked that option for it to be the cheapest dress, so if she doesn't like it, then that was her fault.
Like, you know, if he laughed after that, then you'd be like, oh, he's taking the piss. This man is deadly serious right now. Like, deadly. He will actually use this against her when it comes to it. Well, you picked it. Honestly, I wanted to get you the expensive one, but I'm not going to stand in your way, love. Not on your big day. This man has got a bachelor's degree. Not even a bachelor's degree. A master's degree in gaslighting. In these videos, I always try and see things from, like, both point of views rather than just attacking one person. And I feel like, obviously, I've heavily been on kind of Bianca's side during this. But it really is hard to kind of empathise with Adam, with his brother. I can tell, you know, he's trying to, you know, kind of sway him off ruining this day. But I don't know what it is about Adam. I don't know if it's because this has moved so fast that, you know, maybe he doesn't know, you know, as much about Bianca as he thought he first did. If the whole process is just really overwhelming, being on TV and having to sort this, maybe he's just not a planner and it's kind of getting to him. I don't really know. Like, I don't think there is really an explanation for the decisions he's making. Like, so far, they're getting married on a plane. She's wearing the cheapest dress that was on the cheapest website. And the reception is in an abandoned warehouse where the roof is falling in and there's going to be loads of sand on the floor, because that's what it looks like in Thailand. Is there anything that's nice? Like anything where she'll go, actually, I probably would have that, you know, if I was choosing that for my wedding day. The show then wastes no time and cuts to the bridesmaids reacting to the dresses that they've been bought. Just quickly, Donuts, I want to say we are now over 600,000 subscribers. That is absolutely crazy to say, but we are closing in on 1 mil. Okay, we're still quite far away, but if everyone watching this subscribes, we will be even closer. So if you want to subscribe right now, you'll be a part of the Before a Milli Club in the donut community, and you'll have plenty of videos to binge watch when you're bored, like this one. Do it.
No! Why $12.99?
No, I'm kind of with this, because if we're thinking practically, okay, we're in an abandoned warehouse. There's no electrical system, okay? At night, it's going to get dark. We want to be able to see the bridesmaids, okay? We don't want any bridesmaids going missing. Wearing luminous clothing solves it. Tick. Who said this place wasn't safe now?
Why are you laughing?
You look amazing.
Don't lie to
You
us.
all look...
Like, obviously I don't wear dresses, but even I know that's bad. I mean, even I wouldn't wear that dress. They look like they're in a box of Quality Street, man. Obviously the girls absolutely hate their dresses, but Adam tries to reassure them that Bianca's dress is a lot better. However, his attempt at reassuring them actually makes them more stressed.
Bianca's dress best be perfect.
She will make it look perfect. She can make that big bag look perfect.
I mean, that's not a good thing to say. At this point, you know, you're basically saying you could dress her up as Scooby-Doo and she'd look alright. You're setting the expectation pretty low here, mate. Like, it's a nice thing saying, oh, I think my girlfriend looks beautiful in everything, you know? Like, my fiancée is beautiful no matter what she wears. On our wedding day, you still want the thing to be nice, man. You can't use that as an excuse on that day.
I'm still toying with the idea that it's a joke and that he's going to pull something, like, really nice out the bag, but I don't know.
Honestly, love, we were all in the same boat as you. We were like, yeah, this is like really funny. Like, but seriously, what's your idea? No, this is the idea. This is the whole thing. The fact they're freaking out about, you know, the bridesmaid dresses, and I would say this isn't even like, you know, 2% of how bad everything else is. The reaction they're going to give him is going to be horrific, isn't it? On the special day. I feel like Bianca might be the first person to refuse to marry the groom in Don't Tell the Bride at the altar, or, you know, the cockpit, if you will. Hopefully my prediction is not right, though, and everything goes smoothly with no turbulence. After this, Adam then talks to the Sandman about getting sand into the reception venue.
Looking at this area, about 150 tons would do it.
I don't know how that translates into money.
I mean, that is a fair question. The Sandman kind of was being a bit mysterious there for no reason. He just said it and then kind of stared at them, knowing they would have no idea. Like, I don't remember the last time I checked how much a ton of sand is, but I think you need to give us the price with that, mate.
Just under £2,500.
2.5 grand for some sand. For some sand, you say? 2.5 grand. Where we're gonna find that from? Oh, actually, we saved 2 grand on the aeroplane. So guess what you're in? Look, fella, I'll shake on it. Fucking 2.5 grand for some sand, man. Just go to the beach. Just go to the beach. However, the mysterious Sandman actually has some reservations about bringing the sand to this venue.
As we're talking now, I'm listening to drips of water. It's dry outside. What is the weather on your day?
Oh my God. I didn't even contemplate that. So it's not even raining and it's dripping. I thought it was dripping because it was raining. And he still chose this place.
Massive health and safety implications that you really need to take seriously.
Thank you very much, Mark. Really appreciate that.
What, you really appreciate him calling your venue shite? Yeah. Oh, cheers, Mark. Honestly, great guy. Always a pleasure. Cheers, Mark. He basically went, like, I wouldn't even bring my sand here. Like, you can keep your money. My sand is worth more than this hellhole. There's literally graffiti on a skip in the middle of it. There's nothing about this place that screams love or warmth. Nothing. I feel like more people have been murdered in this building than have been married in it.
But it's not as simple as that, unfortunately. The warehouse wasn't designed to be a beach.
Yeah. No shit, mate. Oh, sometimes you just look at a warehouse and you think, well, obviously I can put sand in this and get married in it. No, you don't. Nobody thinks that. Nobody looks at a warehouse and thinks, oh, I'm going to make this look like Thailand and marry me lass in it. Nobody. You might be the first person. I'm getting so into this because I can't believe that he would actually think this is okay. I know, again, they're not getting married in this, but what I mean is just like, you know, this is, you're going to have this as, you know, a place that you're going to remember that you know, you shared the after bit of your marriage in, and it's going to be, you know, and it's a huge part of the marriage day, the reception where your family talk about everything. You do your speeches. It's just so sad that he's even thinking of putting it in this place.
It seems fate may have saved Bianca from an indoor Thai-themed beach party.
Like, look at the outside of this place. It looks like a prison. Genuinely, it looks like Broadmoor or HMP Durham. I think if you look closely, you can see Charles Bronson sticking up his middle finger. Like, who's going to be the person at the altar marrying yous? Rose West? Come on. Let's have a think about it. Work with us, mate. Bloody hell. The more I look at this, the more it actually looks like where the Joker put Rachel in The Dark Knight, where, like, Batman had to choose whether to save her or Harvey Dent. Where is she? Oh, what a movie. Now, obviously, after hearing that from the mysterious Sandman, Adam has decided to not proceed with this venue. Luckily, for Bianca's sake, fate has intervened in this moment. Now, you might be thinking, okay, like, what has he swapped it for? Surely he's picked a bit of a nicer place after the scare of the health risk of this place. No, he's just swapped it for another abandoned warehouse.
And after abandoning that danged warehouse in Wales, they found another one in Bristol.
Okay. Now, if I'd seen this one first, I probably would have had the same opinion that I had on the first one. But this one has a little bit more character. I like the fact that the roof hasn't got a hole in. Okay, and also the windows, I actually think they're pretty cool. I don't think it's a good wedding venue, okay, since the main attraction is the fire exit. But it's got a little bit more of something than the last place, I'd say. We're clutching at straws here. I'm trying to be positive. The bar is literally on the floor, and it hasn't moved from the start, I'm afraid. Now, because Adam has took so much time trying to pick a venue, and obviously it fell through, just like the roof of it, he then does a speed run, getting all of the other little details, as he calls them, such as buying the ring, the suits, two of arguably the biggest things on the day, also the bride's shoes, and for some reason he's bought loads of multicoloured neon buckets, like sand buckets, which, by the way, he paid nearly the same price for the neon buckets as he did for Bianca's dress. I feel like this just shows everything about this bloke. Yeah, but like, can you build a sandcastle with a wedding dress? Don't think so. Point proven. After this, the sand then arrives at the new venue and Adam gets to work and spreading it and making the venue look like Thailand. Adam also delivers Bianca's wedding dress to her mum and dad's house via a taxi. Now, in a lot of Don't Tell the Bride shows, they still make them go to the wedding shop to pick it up, and then they often cry in the wedding shop. He hasn't even done that because he ordered it online. I don't even know if this has just came straight from the shop or if it went to his house first. Honestly, I've got no idea. But this again again kind of robs Bianca of that experience of going to the wedding shop and like picking it up and just, you know, getting excited about that. And what makes it 10 times more sad is Bianca is saying she's really excited to find out which shop she has to travel to. And she also says that if she gets a knock at the door with it getting delivered, she's going to be fuming, which in a couple of minutes later actually happens.
I'd be fuming. Gonna be setting.
Oh my God. Hello.
Her mum is pretty funny. The way she just went, hello. She gave the cameraman such a dirty look. I mean, he could have even paid for, you know, someone to deliver it wearing a suit or just something. The guy's just wearing his comfies, man. I know he's just a taxi driver. It's not his fault, but, you know, there's just no effort here. No extra effort to make it any more special for her, even though he's cheaped out on it.
But it's not fair now.
If they're playing a game, then we're not rolling with our game. We're doing our own thing, yeah?
What do you mean? Like, you're going to just go to your own venue and just kind of have a Zoom meeting while you get married? No, I am pretty sure that you're in this game now. You cannot get out of this game. This game has you trapped. You have to finish this game. Otherwise, you can't leave. Contractually. Right? Don't tell the bride has got you by the balls. Bianca then opens the box up and reacts to the dress, and obviously this goes exactly how you probably think it does.
Well, there's not one good thing you can say about it, is there?
It's not wedding. I know that it's not wedding. That's not a
wear-
wedding dress. I'm not wearing a wedding dress. It's not fair.
Bless her. Like, going through all this stress while being pregnant as well, this must just... She's going to look back at this time and go, how did I do all of that? One thing I will say as a positive is at least it's white. In the first video we ever did on Don't Tell the Bride, like 2 years ago, in that one, when the wedding dress wasn't even white. I know the standard is on the floor here, but I'm just trying to look at the positives. And I know I've already said this, but the more we proceed with this episode, the more I just really feel sorry for Bianca, because she spends most of her time on television just crying, and it's not her fault. She keeps saying how insecure she feels right now, because obviously she's pregnant, you know, her body doesn't look how it does, you know, when she's not pregnant. She's going to be, you know, kind of insecure about certain areas of her body, and this wedding dress just really doesn't help her with that at all. And Adam didn't even contemplate that, so obviously it's just not gonna, it's not fitted for a pregnant lady. One thing that is abundantly clear as well is Bianca's mother hates Adam, like with a passion. Any little opportunity she's had in this episode to have a little jab at him, she's used it. Obviously he's like, you know, messing up all the time, but she like always instigates Bianca's feelings towards the situation.
It's a cheap bit of tat off the internet, flabbergasted and astounded, because I know him, well, I thought I knew him.
I feel like she is going to murder him. She might christen the new abandoned building with its first murder. I understand she's only trying to protect her daughter, and she's just trying to stand up for her, but like later in this episode, you're going to see how like she continues being negative even on the wedding day, when Bianca's just trying to get through it. Now, to take things one step further, Bianca's mother actually rings Adam to put him in his place about what he's done.
It's more like a dress you'd wear in the corner shop, like, so it makes a wonder. Do you actually know it at all?
I don't think it's one you'd wear at the corner shop, at least not my corner shop. People go in their dressing gowns to that. If people are wearing that as a dressing gown, they're pretty fancy, right? They're in the higher tax bracket. They're not getting no nerd pack. It is strictly lure pack.
We have shoes, wow. Why didn't you send the shoes with the dress? Do not get shit shoes, yeah?
I do really like that Bianca's mum has actually rang him and actually like said something to his face, because I feel like all of her friends aren't going to say anything, and Bianca doesn't seem to be like a confrontational type of person. She seems too nice to kind of say anything to him.
I wanted her to look the best the way I sort of see her. That's just me being selfish, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it, right? From your perspective, you want to look at your wife and be like, oh my God, she is just, you know, maximum beauty on this day. That is a nice thing. But you should think, what will she feel the best in? Because then she will have the best day, and then you can also have the best day because you're feeling great in what you're wearing. But he just isn't thinking about this, which we've also established previously so many times in this video. The guy only sees things from his point of view, that's pretty clear. The entire time that Bianca's mum was on the phone call, Bianca was actually upstairs crying. Like, you can see on her face, she's just been in tears ever since she saw the dress. But she does agree to put it on to see if she feels any better with it actually on her body.
Now you've got it on, I actually really like it.
It's not as absolutely drastic as we thought.
Yeah, it is what it is now.
I mean, That's not really a compliment. I think her friend was being overly nice to make her feel more confident in it. Just kind of be like, look, yeah, you look great, you look good. The mom just can't, the mom can't bend the truth, basically. However, Bianca's mom is still confident that the actual venue and the ceremony of them getting married will be good.
Because you can forgive all. If you turn up and it's like, wow, spectacular, everything's fantastic, all this, it will be gone.
Do you really have any hope that everything else is going to be spectacular? Like, really? After what you've already seen, you still have hope? I admire that, love. I would love to have that hope in my life when the chips are down, but I don't. You shouldn't have hope. This is going to be awful. It's now the day of the wedding, and Adam has started the day off by getting some good advice from his dad.
And he said a line, listen, son, if she loves you, she'll forgive you.
Well, at least we know where Adam gets it from. Because in Adam's eyes, I feel like he can just apply that sentence to anything he does. Like, oh, babe, I cheated on you with 5 people, but if you love us, you'll take us back. It's like, it doesn't work like that. Not the wedding day, not something like this. You get one chance at this. You can't fuck it up. I don't know what I'm more nervous for Bianca's reaction to. The actual aeroplane, and also, I just want to see if this aeroplane takes off. Or her reaction to, Thailand. Both I'm extremely worried for today. However, Bianca is in a really positive mindset. I feel like she's just decided to wake up today, like the wedding day, and just roll with it, and whatever comes, just kind of be happy, not kind of judge everything, not be negative, just have the most positive mind, which obviously she seems like a really nice person, and I feel like this is the best mindset to have today, that anything good is a bonus, unfortunately. She does also say that at least all of the bad stuff is behind her. However, I feel like it's still in front of her. Like I just mentioned, she's got the plane, she's got Thailand, and also she has to see Adam for the first time in 3 weeks. But before she gets to the venue, her shoes have arrived, and obviously Bianca's mum said that Adam has to not mess this up.
Oh, do you know what? I don't even care now, but they are shocking.
Do you know what the funniest thing is? I don't even know if they're good or not. Like, if they all reacted and went, oh my god, they're absolutely beautiful, I would have been like, yeah, honestly, they're mint slay queen. Oh, wish I had those. Wish they did my size and those, though. I have no idea what looks like a good high heel or not. That looks like Cinderella's boot to me. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Just don't leave one behind. Or maybe do. Then you might actually find your Prince Charming, love. But as you can see, like, nothing is really overwhelming at a day like it has in the previous days and weeks.
They are bad, but you're rocking them, so considering you can pull them off, good for you.
She's dead sound, bless her. Like, a lot of people would be taking this a lot worse than what she is. I do find her full family's reaction to her wedding dress quite funny, though. That was like, yo! It's like scoring a goal in football and then it's ruled out for VAR. Nah, she looks great. She does look great. She pulls it off. She looks wonderful. Now, what's even funnier than this is seeing the wedding guests arrive at the airport for a wedding.
That's the only information we got told was a passport. We're hoping he's going to fly us to States.
Oh, no, the bastard. This man's evilness does not stop. All of these guests think they're getting a free holiday because he's told them to bring their passports. That man is genuinely insane. They've booked a week off work. They're like, don't expect to see me on Monday. I'm going to Benidorm. Channel 4's paying for it all, man. Why did he tell them to bring their passport? I know they're going through the airport. I mean, to be fair, they are going to Thailand. So every time you go to Thailand, you do need to bring your passport. That is the rules. He's just trying to take care of them. I get it.
This plane is prepped for a round trip back to Bristol.
Oh my god, so they actually are taking off. They're going to be in the air, but they're just circling around Bristol and then landing back in Bristol. So, I need to sit down. I know I'm being dramatic. I know it's not my wedding day, but I just need a moment to kind of take this all in, because honestly, I'm just a little bit flabbergasted. I feel a little bit faint. It's very hot at the minute. I don't really think I can take this right now on top of everything else in my life. Okay, I'm alright. I've had to think about it. I can cope. I'm all right. That's what a parent does when, you know, they drive their car around in circles around the street if they want their baby to fall asleep. Not the place that you're going to say your vows and get married, fella. So is he not even going to tell them, like, after they've taken off, that they're not going to a hot country? Also, if you're going to a hot country, like, you need to bring stuff, like, you know, a bikini or whatever you need to bring. You can't just turn up in Benidorm with a suit and that's your only attire for the week. You have to go to the local shop and just buy a top that says, like, I love Benidorm or so. That's not gonna work. To be fair though, if you do get a free holiday, I'm kind of fine with just buying clothes when I'm there. It's just a little bit spontaneous, but this isn't the case. Adam has also booked some luxurious transport for Bianca to the wedding venue, aka the airport. I don't know why I put that in there. It is the airport, idiot Cam. I'm joking, by the way. It's literally just a taxi minibus. I've got a question though. I wonder what the guy started the meter off at. Surely he's charging more for weddings. While he's waiting for them all to come, he's like that on the fucking accelerator, getting it up, right? We've all seen what you do, taxi drivers. I remember being in a taxi once where the taxi driver, like, we were going at 30 miles an hour. He put the car in neutral and was literally pressing the accelerator and the meter was going up quicker. Don't know how that worked because I thought it was just on distance. I don't know if he, like, jailbroke the meter or something, but I never trusted a taxi man ever after that, even though one of my mates is a taxi man. Anyway, another surprise on the wedding day that I wasn't expecting is Adam's shoes. Like, you see here, he's wearing, like, I think these are his trainers, and also, like, they're not new. Like, they look pretty worn. I don't even think he's cleaned them.
What's the money gone into?
Well, clearly not on his shoes.
He's not even tied his shoelace. His shoelace is untied. This bloke, man, he's wearing a full suit and not even tied his Converse. Come on, fella.
Checking for very special flights.
Okay, it is. We'll be the fast track for you.
Okay, VIP.
I mean, I'd hope that I'd be able to get to the front of the queue. If I have to queue while everyone's checking in their suitcases, I'm gonna be pretty devastated. Bianca then arrives at the airport and, again, like, I do like Bianca's mum because I like that she's called Adam out. She is pissing me off a little bit that she's so negative about everything when Bianca and her friends have decided that they're just going to be positive on the day, whatever happens.
We can't go on a plane. We've got no pants, we've got no makeup, we've got no change of clothes, we've got nothing.
Like, she keeps saying, oh, we're going to go somewhere else. Oh, well, like, I get, like, yes, like, I did say that earlier, but just be positive for Bianca's sake. Just on our wedding day, she wants to have a laugh. Like, you can tell our mates are laughing, she's laughing. It's just about enjoying it now, unfortunately. Like, you can't change anything at this point, no matter what you say or do. This part is pretty sad, though, because Bianca and her friends definitely think they're getting a free holiday out of this, because everything has been done on the cheap so far. So mentally, you would be thinking, oh, maybe he's, like, spent the entire budget on us all to go on holiday, like, wishful thinking. But actually, he's spent it on sand. He's brought the holiday to you, love.
Where are we going? Does it not say? No. Shut up.
Oh, no. Oh, God, this is awful. It's the fact it is just like a passenger plane as well. Like, it's not a dedicated plane that they do weddings with, as if that would even be a business. Bianca then arrives on the plane, and this ceremony is possibly one of the worst things that I've ever seen in my life. Definitely takes the crown for the worst wedding I've ever seen. I am so nervous to see how this is gonna go. Genuinely, I have never heard of anybody doing this. Like, I've heard of people, you know, getting on a plane and then getting married abroad, but never just floating around in the air and then landing where they took off. I feel like they may be the first ever people to actually do this. Let me know if you know anyone in your life that has ever got married this way. I need to know. She didn't even get a window seat. She got an aisle seat. It's her wedding day. I mean, at least she's got no one in front of her behind her. You know, she's looked out there. She can't have complained there. But her wedding, darn, it's her wedding day, man. Give her the window seat.
Little does Bianca know that this is her wedding.
Did you see her face there? She was like, wait, this isn't the aisle, right? Like, surely me dad's gonna walk us down the... Like, this isn't the aisle. We're going somewhere. Please. Are you gonna stand up? If I'm not mistaken, doesn't, like, the groom stand there and then watch her walk down the aisle and then cry, you know, just to make it all nicer? Literally, he waited until she was right next to him and, oh, yeah, oh, fucking hell, God, I was just saving me legs, but fine, I'll get up now. Can I not just sit down, June? Can I not just sit down? There's got seats here for a reason. She had to tap him. He looks miserable. You've planned this.
Let your marriage be a time of waking each morning and falling in love with each other all over again.
You know, I'm not someone that is overly negative in videos. You know that, okay? I always try and see the light in things. This is shit. This right here, this is gash. This is, you know, it's not even mud. It's the stuff under the mud that you don't even see. It's where the worms' butts live, you know, not the heads of the worms. The worms wouldn't even put their heads down there. This is awful. And it shows how nice of a person Bianca is that she's not complaining. She's just going with it. Just kind of, you know, she's just happy that she's with the person she loves. She seems happier than what Adam does. Obviously, like, she is the one that picked all of it. You know, if it was Adam's idea, it would have been in a prison cell, but obviously Bianca didn't want that.
It's awkward. It seems this wedding...
Excuse me. Put your phones away, please. Right, I want them all on airplane mode, thank you very much. Yes, it's a wedding, but what, have we got no rules on here, have we not? Some people.
That was the official, like, wedding then?
That was...
We haven't got vows.
This woman is looking in total disgust. This guy is like, brother? Really? This woman is ready to just jump out the door. No vows. Nothing. That was it. The guy on the tannoy, like, that was it. That was the ceremony. Could you not have planned something? Even if you know, planned a hijacker on board, at least there's something to do. Nothing.
What are we doing now then?
I don't know. What are we doing? You're the one that's planned this. Oh, so what we're doing now then, right? Anyone got any ideas? No, mate, actually, because we're kind of stuck here.
In 3 weeks, Adam has managed to charter a plane and fill his warehouse with 40 tons of sand.
Oh, I totally, for a second, forgot about Thailand for a second there. She's still got Thailand, which is arguably worse, in my opinion. Like this. Okay, it's bad. But... you know, everyone's in the same boat. You can have a laugh with it. I mean, she's not drinking alcohol. Everyone else possibly is. But Thailand is just... that's the mud below the mud's mud.
And that was it then? So we didn't actually... Are we actually official?
You know, I'm not a man of many words, so...
I don't know. Like, his energy seems kind of off now. I don't know what it is, because this day is going exactly how he wanted. I just feel like he thought it might have been better. Like, the planning of it in his head was a lot better than the execution, because he seemed really uncomfortable, and I think he knew straight away, oh, this was a terrible idea. Why did you pick that envelope? It's all your bloody fault. Adam is still hopeful that he can save the wedding day, though, with the venue. Let's just see her reaction to it straight away. Fucking Thailand! You call that Thailand? I wouldn't even take, like, if I had kids there to, like, play there as, like, a play area. Like, what is this? Could you not have at least, like, I don't know, just got some real trees instead of blow-up trees? This, like, it's just so half-arsed and kind of tacky. Like, I like the idea kind of behind it, because obviously they, you know, they got engaged there, so it means something to them. So actually, it's actually a lot of thought has gone into this, but I don't know if the venue's too big. Like, why is the sand bit too big? Like, surely it's not that many people are going to go on the sand, you know what I mean? Like, wouldn't they make the sand bit smaller and invest it into other areas? It just doesn't look good. Like, it really isn't the vibe. This is our wedding day, you know, for like a kid's birthday party. Maybes, this would be pretty cool, but not our wedding day, man.
Oh, babe, it's awful. But it is proper, like, shit, like, do you know what I mean?
Oh, she is mint, man. It is, though. It's proper shit, though, isn't it? Oh, she's class, man. I love that she's not getting angry. She is a gem. She is genuinely such a nice person.
You actually hate it, don't you?
I don't hate it. It's just, like, shocking.
But even when she's speaking to him, she's not being, like, passive-aggressive. She's just being straight. She's been like, look, this is terrible, but look at us. I'm happy. I'm happy that I'm with you. I'm okay, but this is terrible.
We just got married on a plane. To have a boring venue now, it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, it wouldn't make any sense.
It's good. I love you.
She must really love him. Like, really. You know when they say marriage is an unbreakable bond? We're looking at it in full fortune here. Or are we? I mean, the update could contrast with that hold on for that. Bianca is also taking responsibility for how bad the planning of this has went somehow.
I made all the big decisions, you know, so I think I did a really good job.
Oh, God, love. You're being too nice here. You're well within your rights to kick off a little bit.
And this is sort of the end, well, it's just the beginning, really.
Yeah, now we're going to go separate ways. It's been a good day. And yeah, Bianca, I hope you enjoy the rest of your life. In a bit, love. Genuinely, I wouldn't be surprised if he's like kept off the money for him and his brother to go to actual Thailand.
But it's hard in the
My
right
heart's
place.
in the right place, but I can't budget and I can't organise things.
No, and you've got no taste.
I don't know if his heart was in the right place. At times, possibly, yes, his heart was in the right place. But I feel like his heart was more in his place rather in them as a collective, or just in Bianca's camp at all, really. Now, that is the end of this episode. Please let us know what you thought of it. Now, I know you are so intrigued to know what happened when the cameras turned off. How did this go down when they weren't kind of, I don't want to say playing for the cameras, but possibly showing the best versions of themselves? Because if you thought this episode was mad, the update goes one step further. So Bianca and Adam and her mother actually appeared on a spin-off show called Don't Tell the Bride Revisited. It was mostly centered around Bianca and her mother, and they talked about the whole day. They reacted to the episode in its entirety. They chatted about how terrible the day really was, and they also hinted towards Adam possibly cheating on her. Now, I was intrigued when they talked about this cheating thing, so I actually wanted to do further research to find out if this was true. And this is the headline I found. Don't Tell the Bride star who had disastrous wedding in a sand-filled warehouse recalls how she uncovered her husband's affair while he was in a coma on follow-up series. What? How does this situation get even crazier? Genuinely, I don't know. There's various things in this article that she did that I want to read out, so just for context, a month after they tied the knot, Bianca gave birth to their adored son Brock, now 5. Thankfully, no drama there. Then 11 months later, in September 2017, Adam, 38, a support worker for children in care, was rushed unconscious to hospital. He had barely been admitted to intensive care when Bianca inadvertently stumbled on evidence on his phone that he'd been having an affair. What? That is a spicy coma, hotter than a chicken coma. The reporters asked her, like, did you confront him about this straight away? And she said no, because he was still in a coma. She says reasonably, but I was angry and upset, sorry for trusting him. I walked outside to get some air, called mum, and stood in the pouring rain until she arrived. She had no idea about the latest developments, and she just said, oh God, how's Adam? I said, never mind that, it's a whole new story now. Like, what? This must be such a contrast in emotion as well, because obviously, like, you still love this man and he's in a coma and, you know, he could possibly, you know, lose his life. You're going to be feeling a certain type of way, but then finding out the love of your life has, you know, really, you know, just kind of ruined your life. It must be such a weird contrast of emotion, especially for Bianca, who's, you know, such an empathetic person. I can imagine this must be one of the worst things she's ever been through, especially having, you know, a 5-year-old kid as well. I wanted him to be well. I wouldn't wish ill health on anyone, especially my son's dad, but I was upset and wanted him to explain himself. I never had any desire for vengeance, but I also knew he was never coming back into my life. God, that's going to be, you know, imagine Adam, you know, you've woken from a coma, you look at your wife and she knows that you've cheated on her. That is true karma. That's karma for the wedding day and everything. Not being in a coma, but her finding out is what I'm saying. The two are now divorced, and apparently Bianca is happily single, but they do preserve an amicable relationship, obviously for the sake of their son. It's always tricky when kids are involved. You can't just, like, detach that person from your life, unfortunately. And just reading through her recalling certain moments in her relationship with Adam, it's very clear that she was kind of, I wouldn't say like a wife, she was more like a mom to him. Like, she would do everything for him, book everything for him. Like, he just, I think that's why he really struggled with kind of sorting the wedding, because he's just not used to planning anything for himself. She does talk about the exact moment she found out that Adam was cheating on her whilst he was in the coma. I was sat in the family room distraught, anxiously waiting for news. Then another text came through, just 2 question marks. I thought, what the hell? And I clicked on the profile photo of the sender, which showed 3 women. I thought, this isn't right. I had a little word with myself, don't do anything, he's really poorly, but I couldn't help it. I turned detective to find out who had been messaging my husband. On a rugby mate's WhatsApp group, she found that Adam had shared photos of his lover in her underwear, together with graphic details of their clan Liechtenstein's sex life with his friends. And apparently all of these people in this group chat were married men, all doing the same thing, putting it into this group chat, like with the people that were cheating on... I mean, the audacity to not only ruin our wedding day, but also ruin our life right after. This is one of the worst things I've ever read through. I told you the update was worse than the episode. I did warn you. Bless her soul, man. Then, with admirable restraint, she texted his mistress. I wrote, Adam's in hospital. I'm not sure if you know he's married, but I'm his wife. Obviously she would know. Like, obviously Adam, within the area, people will know that he's been on Don't Tell the Bride, with it being such an iconic episode. Like, she would have known that. Not saying it's like, you know, as her fault, much as her fault as it is Adam's, but I'm sure she would have known he's got a wife. She texted back and told me she did know. I was furious. Adam was still unconscious, but by then I knew I wanted nothing more to do with him. Okay, she's definitely in the wrong as well then. She knew! And after Adam woke up from the coma, she just like spoke with him and said, I don't want to speak with you right now, like, you know, I'm glad you're okay, but I can't do this. He then knocked at her door the next day and she basically had it out with him, and then he left and she threw a cheap wedding ring into the garden, in her own words. Adam apparently confessed about a year into my marriage to Bianca. I had an affair which lasted 4 or 5 months. I made no excuse for it. It had stopped, but by pure coincidence, just before Bianca found out about it, and after that I never saw the woman again. Now I'm super happy with someone I met 3 years ago. Bianca's happy too and gets on well with my partner. She's a brilliant mum, and Brock is the happiest little boy. You know, that is the update, and obviously, you know, this was not a happy ending. I feel like the red flags were there within the episode, that possibly these two weren't right for each other, but I mean, you know, I feel like Bianca was just kind of trying to see the light in it, unfortunately, and kind of ignored the red flags when she shouldn't have. But obviously it's easy for us to say, like, when you're pregnant and you're emotionally involved, it's so much harder to understand, you know, what the actual situation is. Bianca also did another article where she talked about if she got the opportunity to go on Don't Tell the Bride again, she would definitely do it. She really enjoyed that process, so at least she got like a good experience out of it. Kind of, you know? At least she kind of got some happiness out of it. Anyway, donuts, if you did enjoy this video, I would really appreciate if you could drop a like on this. If we can hit 6,000 likes on this video, I will do another Don't Tell the Bride episode. It just lets me know that you've enjoyed it. And also, if you want to watch my first ever video on Don't Tell the Bride a couple of years ago, it's on an episode which has got the maddest theme that Don't Tell the Bride has ever aired. Genuinely, it's so crazy. I can't believe the groom actually planned this. Go and watch it. You'll enjoy it. I guarantee it. In a bit, donuts.